bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
and you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got two.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, Jones, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jones on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to go up top again.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try it now with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for New England. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Now Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
49 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for New England. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Watson. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Escaping the pressure right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Jones. Able to find Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here's Jones.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home next